And welcome back. And this is a wrap-up example to sort of conclude this portion of the reactive transport topic, where I am showing you a paper from the literature, a recent paper from the literature from April 2020 here, published in Nature Geoscience, so a very prestigious journal of geoscience, obviously one of the most prestigious papers, and it is about river-groundwater interface as a hotspot for arsenic release, right? So one of the main topic of groundwater transport is arsenic that is poisoning, many populations that rely on well water to drink. And this is, a recent paper, and here I just want to show you, bring your attention to the problem of arsenic in rivers, but also show you that this paper essentially or the methods used in this paper essentially are, all covered in this course, and we've seen, through the last few lectures, pretty much everything you need to understand to be able to read this paper. So here's a organic matter mineralization. So how we burn organic matter depends on basically sequences of electron acceptors. But the point here is that you can recognize here monokinetics, right? So each of these things, so nitrification, oxidation, sulfate, iron, right? So it's a succession. Remember that plot from the first lecture that I did on sorption. At the end, you can see the sequence of oxidative reduction reactions, and this is what these are, and essentially modeled as monokinetics, right? Each of them is just another monokinetic for this specific compound. So we already are able to read those equations, and we know what this means. A replenishment of the iron oxides at the river aquifer interface was included in the model through a zeroth order rate. So that means when the order is constant. And we'll do an example in this class, right after this. There's a whole example where we will reproduce the results from a paper on the iron oxidation when groundwater hits the atmosphere. So for those of you taking the class for credit, we'll do that as a problem. So now replenishing the iron 3. So again, we're able to understand those things. The composition of the iron oxide was defined as containing some arsenic, and that's the problem, right? The iron, when it oxidizes, carries that arsenic with, and that is the problem. Now, here is the code availability section of the paper, and you can see that the authors used the USGS ModFlow model, right? And we've already covered it in the other courses, right? In the wells hydraulics, in the first topic, in the first 1 credit course, right? So we've seen ModFlow, and we'll see it again at the end of this contamination course. Here, MT3 DMS is a module of ModFlow where you can actually use particle tracking to follow, contamination through an aquifer. So it's exactly the same as the little landfill model that I've showed you an image of in this course. So all those things, right, we've covered and we understand at this stage in the course. So again, just to show you that, everything we've learned so far, if we put it together, we can actually do, advanced groundwater transport understanding. Okay, I hope that was interesting. I will obviously have this paper available to you in the website. Thank you.